Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Aquarius. Those of you who are new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe. I do singles readings every other Monday, regular relationship readings, married, single, anything in between, like today's. And Thursdays is a general read, whatever comes out. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to grab some oracle cards for Aquarius. What is it you need to know about your relationships? Yeah, someone's got some stress and anxiety here. Yeah, there's some sort of indecision. Someone's feeling a little anxious. Which way to go? Yeah, I do see there's something developing, a blossoming abundance here. I see the Queen of Pentacles, which is an energy of someone who's focused a lot on finance, money, someone who stays grounded. Yeah, someone's all tied up. It's kind of a hanged man energy. It's someone who kind of needs to look at things from a different perspective. See, looking at things a couple of different ways. And then we have the temple path. Yeah, it's all about going down a particular path. Some of you have a choice to make here. It's energy of feeling safe, secure, long-term stability. But there is abundance here, so there's something developing. Yeah, saying to take a look at things from a different perspective. I think there's a couple of people checking each other out, but why is there indecision? Yeah, this could have to do with an existing relationship. It's a lot of anxiety. Why is there anxiety? What's this all about? Yeah, something's feeling a little off. This is someone feels something's a little off here. Doesn't feel right. But it's saying to look at this from a different perspective. Take a little pause. See, it's whether someone's right for you or not, or it has to do with marriage or commitment. Tell me about the Queen of Cups, the woman or Queen of Pentacles, the woman holding a coin. Yeah, it has to do with someone who needs to see the bigger picture. I see someone feeling pretty happy for the most part, but it's all about, I feel, the future. Something feels a little off. Yeah. Yeah, someone trying to decide if they want to be single, or if you feel something is off with the person, they may not be single. Yeah, some of you are just focused on work here too. But like I say, it's about somebody putting in effort. It's about building. About so someone here could be stepping out on a relationship. Yeah, some of you need to take a little pause here. I mean, it could be two people who've been checking each other out, online dating, social media. But to me, it looks like there's someone here who's maybe acting single when they're in a relationship. If it feels off and it doesn't feel comfortable, often that's when you know the situation isn't right. Let's have a look at all tied up here. Yeah, see, it's an energy of new. Yeah, some of you it could be something new coming in here. See, something blossoming, some kind of change. And it could have to do with, like I say, I don't feel like it's a fear of commitment. It's more of an energy, whether someone's right or not, whether there's harmony, but it has to do with whether someone's fair or whether they're actually in a relationship. Someone may be checking someone out on social media, seeing that they're out there acting single. Yeah, it's saying to check it out. Some of you got new here though, but you can see you're protecting yourself. See, feeling like you need to protect. If you feel like you need to protect yourself, then this is probably not someone that you want to go down this path with. And there is an energy of three. This is kind of like the Three of Pentacles energy, the temple path, the path of the golden palace. Yeah, just watch out for somebody here who just wants to be single. It could be someone who's it could be someone in your community that you know is actually hiding out on online dating, acting single. I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel here I mean, there is something new here. I see focusing on this, focusing on something new. Yeah, I don't think you see a future with this. This could be something that's already happened, but I feel like you're going down another path. You're not going to budge or give in to this person. Yeah. It's either somebody who doesn't want to commit and they're out there online dating, or they're actually married and you may be finding out here. See it being exposed. But I'm going to tell you, if you feel like you have to protect yourself, see someone watching someone from a distance. That's what I feel. So, but I think it's an energy of looking at this from a different perspective. I feel like it's a change of perspective. Yeah, I feel like it's an energy of someone grounding themselves, looking at the details of the situation. Yeah, it's an energy of knowing this is something isn't going to work, or it's someone you work with. I mean, it's someone in the social circle, or I don't see any dating. I feel just checking things out. Could be someone checking you out to see what you're up to. If you're single or if you're married, I wouldn't be surprised. But the stress and what's the anxiety about? There it is, Aquarius. See, you know the situation doesn't serve. See, releasing it, know your worth and value. Yeah, you deserve better. You definitely deserve better. But yeah, I do think it's about releasing this, and I do think you got a new person coming in. You're not going to budge your giving into this person. It's somebody who's just going to bring stress and anxiety. Tell me about this person. Yeah, this is someone who rushes in, rushes out. See, somebody who gets anxious. This is someone running away here. I feel like you could be just reminiscing. I wouldn't be surprised if you're reminiscing about this, but I do see a change of perspective. I see a pause. I see you no longer looking at this. See, this is the Queen of Pentacles sits down, grounds himself. See, seeing the bigger picture, and I feel you're gonna do this, Aquarius. You're gonna look at this. You don't see a future with this person. I actually feel like whatever it is, if it is this person causing you stress and anxiety and it's being exposed, whatever it is you're moving towards, I feel is going to be better. Yeah, it has to do with, yeah, see, you're going to avoid this person. You're going to avoid this person. You've got new. Yeah, see, taking lessons learned, I feel, from the past to avoid. But this is an energy of taking the lessons you've learned, applying it to this new situation. It looks like you're just reminiscing about it, maybe thinking about this. Yeah, you're making better choices in love. Look at that. Like I say, it could be, I do see a Gemini energy. This could be a new person, or it could be someone that you're leaving behind, but it's about knowing your worth. See, I feel like there's somebody here, a friend or a mutual friend. Somebody may have told you this. If you were checking someone out, see, two people checking each other out only to find out they're either they're in a relationship, or it's somebody else checking you out to see if you are. Yeah. I feel like you're going to come together with someone here. Yeah, there's definitely, I see choices. I think you're just going to be making better choices, See, it is what it is. It's something that wasn't meant to be. I feel like you're dodging a bullet, and you've dodged this bullet already. I feel like it's something that's happened, the reminiscing. But I do see this longing for love, and I do see a new acquaintance, see somebody new getting acquainted. So I don't think you're going to give in to someone if they want to rush into anything because of the lessons learned here. So I feel like you've got this. I think it's somebody who caused you some stress and anxiety. Now, it could be another person who's in that energy, but the Knight of Wands is an energy of someone who rushes into something and then feels pressured, and they often run away, or they just keep going. It's often a person who's just, it's a person who's going after the physical attraction. Yeah, I feel like this is something that's happened. You got something new coming in, and that's why I feel like often people do this when you have, see, it's an energy of starting something new, this beautiful abundance coming in. I think it's someone checking you out too. But yeah, because I'm seeing it here twice. All tied up. Yeah, you don't see a future with them. I really can see that. Yeah, see, this is an energy of another person coming in. Someone's coming in to take control. You got a new person. I mean, looks like an acquaintance. And like I say, often when you meet someone new, you reflect on past. See, put on the brakes a little, take another look. But this is someone coming in. Someone else has been checking you out. Yeah. I do see change. See, moving on, avoiding a disaster. I'm going to tell you, you literally dodged a bullet with this person. Yeah. If it is by any chance or you have somebody who's coming back around, I feel like you're going to avoid it. I don't think you're going to give in or budge. No, see, I feel like you know a good thing when you see it too, because I can see this energy. Yeah, and you know when something isn't right and you are going to let it go. Yeah, it's not meant to be. But I feel someone else is coming in. And I also feel that energy of someone feeling a little entitled. Some of you may have dealt with someone who felt entitled to, I don't know, it's someone who expects something, where they expect, yeah, it's just a person who's got in some sort of entitlement where they kind of expect something here. They're not fair. I think it is someone who doesn't want to commit. They rush in, rush out. It never goes anywhere. Yeah. But I feel like you've got options and opportunities here. But you've got, I feel, a particular person, a new acquaintance. I do think you're going to move forward kind of calmly and peacefully. You've moved on from a situation. I feel like you've got other options here. You're definitely nobody's option. And that's what I kind of feel like, this person. I do think it's a big deal, because you are reminiscing about it. And I'm just wondering if this person is somebody now missing you and thinking of coming back around because they see things from a different perspective. I still feel like you're not going to budge or give in. I feel like you need to, if you feel like you need to protect yourself or it doesn't feel safe or comfortable, that's the Queen of Pentacles energy. Then you know it's not. Yeah, I think you know it's not in your best interest. I feel like you're not going to go for it. I have to keep looking at it because with each card, I feel there's like a little change here. Yeah, there's somebody here who knows a good thing when they see it. You definitely deserve better. So it could be somebody who knows this, knows what happened. I wouldn't be surprised in the social circle. Yeah, tell me about this star, the star energy, your energy. See, releasing things that don't serve. I do feel like you're going down this path with someone more compatible. Someone who's willing to cooperate, compromise, someone who wants to spend time with you. See, I feel like you got someone who never wanted to spend time with you. And I don't know if maybe you were decided to check out online dating here, but maybe you caught them on there. I don't know. Yeah. You've got another person coming towards you here. Just trying to see who this person might be. I see a little Gemini energy. It could be what you've left behind. I don't know. I see Libra there too. Yeah, see, this is something that's finished. It's over. It could be the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah, you know your worth. So you've healed. I feel like it's something you're over. And I do think you're open to other offers and opportunities. Yeah, I feel like you've got a new acquaintance here. But who is it? See, it's about getting acquainted, connecting. Some of you have made a connection with someone here. But I do think you're going to look to make sure that person's... Maybe you're going to do the same thing. To see if they're on online dating. To make sure they're single or not in a relation. I do think some of you have dealt with somebody who was actually married on online dating. Tell me about the Three of Cups energy here. Why is that here? Yeah, see, it's where something feels off, someone juggling. Yeah, comparing one to the other. Yeah, I don't think this person compares to the other person. But if it's somebody who was comparing you to someone else, I mean, I really do not see you budging or giving in to this person if they do come back around. Yeah, this is someone who just made up a lot of excuses. It's a person who never followed through. Yeah. Like I feel the straw that broke the camel's back, you've moved on. It's just not showing me who's coming in. There may be multiple opportunities coming in here. You might have a couple people. Yeah, you've got a person coming in wanting to ask you out. Yeah, you got a fresh new start. There it is. I still feel like the anxiety is often a do-over. That's why I kind of feel somebody here wants another chance. I do. And if you did give somebody another chance, it's possible that you did. I can't see you doing it again. Yeah. But it is somebody, that's the anxiety. It's the Nine of Swords. That's exactly what it is. Somebody wants another opportunity. I think you're going to move on. I still feel you're not going to move on. You have another offer. See, you're open to receive, but you're trying something different. You know something is off. See, it's your type. If this is something that's happened, whether it's the same person or other people, it's about recognizing whether someone's your type or not. So it's about changing your type and being open to something different here. Yeah, I don't think it is a situation that won't go anywhere. Feel like you're going down another path. Yeah, you got another person coming in. Somebody who speaks truth. Somebody's going to speak truth here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Could be in their chart. They could be anyone. Yeah, and then you got someone who doesn't speak truth. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's somebody who doesn't tell you everything you need to know. It's some of you have a person who's definitely going to speak truth. But this other person is someone who tells you what you want to hear. They tell you a story. They make up a story or they make up excuses. Yeah, you got this. Yeah, I feel like you got it. Yep, cycle over. This is where things start to go in your favor. You do see someone in a favorable light and someone sees you this way. There it is. You've got this big time. Oh, Aquarius. Thank goodness. I was getting worried there. Yeah, it's finished. You're the one rising like the phoenix from the ashes. Things are about to go in your favor. You do have a person coming in to ask you out. You definitely do, yeah. Someone here's thinking romantic thoughts, a little romance here, a little romanticizing. Yeah, it's a person who's confident. But I do think you're taming the beast within yourself as well. Not to budge and give in to anyone who comes back around, because this is pushing the stop button if you had something on and off and getting off that ride. And that's where things are going to go in your favor. And it depends where you are on this path with that Two of Wands. But some of you definitely, I still feel like it's like you got two other people coming in. Yeah, things going in your favor. You're starting to get a lot of attention. See, positive energy with the Six of Wands. Yeah, you've made a good impression on someone here. Maybe a good first impression. It does look like you made a connection, but it's whether this is going to go the distance or not. So it's about learning about someone, spending time, forming a bond before you take things to the next level, making sure you understand each other. Yeah, definitely you're going to make choices. Yeah, you're going to make sure there's compatibility, that you got some things in common. But it's about two people who lift each other up. They don't, put each other down. Or this person's someone who'll drag you down. So you've got something blossoming where this is you having a whole different change of perspective. But I still feel like that you've got someone else checking you out. If you are online dating, it could be just in your community too. But someone here is definitely planning and preparing, hoping for the best. High vibrational. So you're attracting what you desire. Somebody who's more your type. Some of you are changing your type too. But this is something I feel that kind of changed you a little bit forever here. So I feel like it was a pretty big deal. But you're going down a path with someone who you have more in common with. And they're more willing to cooperate and compromise. Yeah, you've definitely, I feel like you've dodged a bullet. I do think you've avoided something here. You may not, some of you might, with the Queen of Pentacles, you might not even realize what you avoided. And the fact that you've got something new, some of you got a new person coming in, you might not even realize that someone else has been checking you out. Someone around you. It could be in the world, out around in your world here. But yeah, you've got change coming, like a whole new chapter. So look at that. This is you're going to be at this, you're going to be someplace. You're going to cross paths with someone here. See, everything happens for a reason at the right time. Wow. I see long-term stability, but this is often a place where people socialize. But it is an energy of someone who, is thinking long-term, a partner. Yeah, see a partner. The Empress is a lovely partner. I know you are too. I mean, you speak truth. You speak your mind. Yeah, you're applying all these lessons learned. You know when to release. So you're not carrying any baggage with you about this too. You're just letting it go. It is what it is. It wasn't meant to be. I've dodged a bullet. Look at that victory. Yeah, you're going to have a victory with someone here. It's just not showing. Chances are it's not yet meant to be known for some, but some of you have already made a connection. It just hasn't gone anywhere yet. This person's getting ready to more than likely ask you out on a date. If you just connected at some point, like a real date. Yeah, it does look like it's a person going to put in effort too. Wow. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's saying to trust your intuition. Yeah, your inner knowing. Yeah, I think you already know the answers you're seeking. If that person does decide to come back around, you already know probably what you're going to say, how you're going to say it. But your intuition is guiding you towards somebody here that's more your type. Yeah. I feel like it's a more caring connection. Like it's an energy of two people, mutual. And there could be, like I say, some sort of mutual friends or something here too. Yeah. I mean, there could be someone telling you that there's someone dating that's on a dating site or they've dated someone. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but this fact that you're reminiscing. And I'm going to tell you, there is a person that, I mean, I do see anxiety, but I do see somebody here regrets this. They have a lot of regret. They miss you. And they want to come back around, but I'm not so sure this person will ever change. I feel this is someone who comes in when they want attention. They just like to play the field. And that's why I feel you're having a break. You're breaking free from this. You are free. I feel like you're going to break free, or you already are, because I do see new. I do not see this person coming in with new energy. I don't feel there's someone who's going to change. No, you got someone new. Yeah, you've got a person who's emotionally mature. I think you've got someone who's been crushing on you too, probably. Yeah, been holding back a little bit, waiting for the right time to connect, maybe because they know something's going on here. But look at that, King of Cups. Yeah, someone who's been kind of keeping it all in. They've gone within. They want to build. They're going to ask you out. So there is someone who's been holding back a little, just waiting for something to obviously end. Yeah. This is where things are starting to go in your favor, though. I really do. I feel like there's just a shift for you. Like this change, a whole new chapter. Very positive, too. Tell me a little more about the Hanged Man. I just want to see what that is. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. So this is looking at things from a different perspective. Yeah. See, this is, I think that when you break free, it's that, aha, they're not even really your type. There was always probably something just a little off. Maybe you couldn't put your finger on it. Now you get it. Yeah, it could have to do with being not emotionally available. Simple as that. But it's thank you, but no thank. Yeah, I really feel like you've dodged a bullet. I feel like you've got this. Look at that. You know. Yeah, you know. See, you're coming out of this wiser. You've learned. You're going to apply all this to this. That's why I feel like you've got this. And I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking as far as what you're going to say if this other person comes around. But I also feel like you're open to this person. Letting them know that you're open and available, but you are in protective mode. I don't think you're going to let nobody is going to the next level, the physical connection, until you're on the same page, till you've spent some time together, that you learn, see, getting acquainted. Yeah, you have avoided a disaster here. I don't even know if you're sure, but you know, some of you, I feel, don't even realize it. Others of you do, or you will after this reading. Yeah, I think it's somebody who makes up excuses. They're either in a relationship or they just don't want to ever make a commitment. Yeah. Tell me more about the King of Cups. Yeah. So you've got somebody with good morals and values, someone who speaks truth. You and a person are going to have a conversation. You're going to learn about each other. See, you both want to know about each other, and that's another sign. See the signs and the signals here? You're paying attention to them, but I don't think there's anything to fear from this person. I feel they have good morals. I do think you have an agreement. I do think you're going to get each other. You're going to communicate well with this person. You both basically speak straight up and just kind of say it like it is. Yeah, I do see a lot of respect and self-worth. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think this is someone here who... Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if you got someone that you've known for a long time that's held back and never made a move, possibly coming in. It could be unrelated to this situation. You're still going to apply those lessons learned, though. Yeah, I think this person coming in is someone who they want to take time to get to know you, you know. They want to form a bond to get to know you, get acquainted. Because they have not only like self-control and confidence with this decision, but I mean, the self-control is they're in control of their emotions. They're not ruled. They have, they've tempered their passions, their emotions. But it's the fact that it's your lifestyles. There's something that really fits here that's, I feel, really nice. You're going to go down this path. This could go somewhere. It could lead to a commitment. But I do think you're going to be talking about some of these things. What it is you both want, what makes you happy. But when this happens, I don't know, it depends where you are in this scenario. If you've been dealing with someone on and off, it's really up, and you are, I mean, whether you're feminine or masculine, it's about speaking up, speaking your mind, finding out that someone here is not being honest, or they're telling you just what you want to hear, and they always have a story. Always listen to the story people tell you. Anytime a situation starts with, poor me, this is what my ex did to me, it's okay to share some experiences, but sometimes you have to listen to what people say, because people who come in with that poor me energy, often, for one thing, they're absolutely not ready to be with someone else, or they are somebody who, I would hate to say it, I don't like to say narcissism, but there is some of that, and I don't like hearing it, because not everybody that makes excuses or acts like this is a narcissist. A lot of times it's just people who don't know what they want. Some people never know what they want. Some people are just so indecisive about everything. So I say, but just really watch for the story someone tells you, because that's where I feel. That's the red flags there. Okay? Don't ignore signs and signals that are cautioning you. Some of you, I feel, has done that before, but I don't think you're going to do that again. You're coming out of this very wise. Yeah, I think you've got this. I feel like you'll do the right thing. I do see you being confident. I see this other person confident. Yeah, you both kind of, I feel, already kind of know what you want, what you like, what you don't like. I feel like you're going to share some history, lifestyle. You're going to talk about things. But I do feel a topic to avoid in the beginning is talking about an ex. I do think you will share that. I do think it could be a little healing for you and a person if you have certain things that's the same. But it's basically saying, don't do that right away. Wait till you get acquainted. Wait till you get to know each other. Wait till you've spent time together. But I do think you're making a good choice here by not letting this person who was up to something. I mean, it doesn't have to be online dating, but they were definitely up to something. And it's someone who has an excuse for everything. It's insecurities. It's whatever it may be. But I still feel whoever this is still is not ready. Take care. Bye for now.